Today we're going to learn how to sew a closed piece like a limb or an ear onto another closed piece like a head. So the ball is representing our head, and this other piece here is going to be our ear. So the ear has been closed by crocheting the last round together, the two sides together. And so we are going to use a contrasting piece of yarn. Normally you would use the tail end from that ear piece to sew, but we're going to use a contrasting end. I highly recommend using pins to hold your piece in place as you go. So we're going to start by whip stitching the head piece. So you're going under the head piece and then up the last row made by crocheting the two sides together on the ear. So you're going to work right along that row. So the ear, grab some of the head piece, up the ear piece. And we're going to keep going like that until we've gone all the way across. So this kind of holds your piece in place as well, while we make it a little bit more sturdy. So once we have finished whip stitching across here, you can see that it's almost invisible. We're going to move around to the back here. So if I'm doing a limb, I would start this way, and then I would only go up that first, only like one stitch right behind the ear, and then I would mattress stitch to the last round of the ear. But for an ear, I go back further because I find it helps the ear to stand up. So we're going back 2 stitches and then up 2 rounds. So it's the second last full round of the ear that we are sewing into. So you want to go across, picking up a piece of the head, and then you're going to pick up a piece of the stitch from 2 rounds back. There's your stitch there. You can see the V. It doesn't have to be perfect. You won't be able to tell when you're working, but if you can get as close to that second round as you can. And then back down into the head, and then up to the second last round. And so then we're going to just continue that along. And again, it doesn't have to be absolutely perfect. Once you pull it down, you won't see anything. So there you go. You can see it's almost invisible, even with the contrasting yarn. So we'll finish up the back of the ear, and then we're going to move again and mattress stitch the front of the ear again. So I find that making these 3 passes over the limbs and ears really helps to add some stability to your animal, especially if it's going to be played with by little kids, because the first thing they're going to tug on is the ear or the limb. So I like to make sure that there's extra stitching on those pieces. So then we're going to go and we're going to go across the front here. So we're doing the same thing we did at the back, but instead of going back the 2 stitches and up to the second last round, we're just going to go right in front of where we whip stitched, and then we're going to work in the last round. So just mattress stitching along. And then we're going to pull it down in a sec here, look. So you can see it's almost invisible. I hope this helps you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Bye for now.